I'm Peter Schwartz, and I'm a futurist. What I do basically is help people think more creatively about the future so they can make decisions here in the present about the world that they anticipate in the years to come, so they can avoid some of the problems that they're likely to encounter and take advantage of some of the opportunities. We work mostly with government and businesses around the world, helping them to think more intelligently about tomorrow. In this show, we'll take a look at the people who are working on the cutting edge of these new technologies and meet a suburban family experiencing the new media in their own home.
Well, I've always been into some type of art, always, ever since I was a little kid. Drawing, painting, clay, all of it. But when we got the stuff in the house, I went wild with it. I mean, I'd stay up all night for weeks on end, get my mother crazy. Anyway, you know, none of my friends or kids I knew from school seemed too interested. So then I put up this ad in the on the computer bulletin board. And here, want to see it? Okay. It said,
"Are you a computer artist freaking out on this new technology? Sitting up all night because you can't stop drawing? Me too. Let's talk about it. Send replying artwork to MV622. Well, I saved it and I kept it in memory, and I remember it was between an ad for a used outboard motor and a Chinese cooking class. Maybe there was someone else out there who did the same things that I did. So I answered it.
Then I got this. There's no name, no note, nothing, just the code number. Well, I loved it. And so I sent back some of mine.
I didn't even think she was going to send anything back to me. She liked them, though. She liked them a lot.
And I couldn't wait to find out what he thought of my stuff. And he told me he liked it. And he said he really liked it. Anyway, so he loved it. And what else?
So I had this strategy already planned out, to where two people could draw on the same screen at the same time, but be on two different terminals.
I mean, I thought I was into this, but well, anyways, we started drawing together. And I don't know, it just worked. It worked. He picked up on it immediately. He was just there with me.
My parents got on my case for not going out and stuff and spending all my time in my room, and
we would do it like all night long. And I would start falling asleep in school. I didn't care. I didn't care about anything. It just felt like magic. Something was happening. It was something else. I don't know. I never had anything like it before, so I don't know how to describe it really, but
so we had everything settled and everything was going fine. And then she wanted to meet me.
Man, who is this guy? I wanted to meet him, but he hesitated.
I didn't know whether she was fat or ugly, or if she'd think that I was weird because I like doing the things that I do. And
what we did was we agreed to send these pictures of each other, of ourselves, through the computer. That way it's like a little fuzzy, leave a little to the imagination still, you know. And then the next step after that was we decided to meet at the downtown McDonald's, and he was to wear a red carnation, which he did not wear.
Because I know a lot of kids that work there, and I don't think I'd wear it.
And I knew him the second I saw him anyways, immediately. I knew it was him. Just, you know.
And we've been together ever since.
I swear, it was like we had known each other for a really long time.
As we move into this new era, access to information becomes a new kind of wealth. In the past, wealth was money, stuff, goods, land. But as more and more of our employment, as more and more of what counts in the world is in the form of information, whether it's in the financial system, whether it's in think tanks like SRI, whether it's in public policy, doesn't really matter. Information becomes a new kind of wealth, and we'll have the information rich and the information poor. Those who feel comfortable with the technology, those who feel comfortable with abstraction, those who feel comfortable with quantification, and those who don't. And we'll have no's and no-nots, if you will.
We feel strongly that having access to information, such as we and others provide, allows the people to, I don't know whether the word is predict the future, but have a lot better handle on what's going to happen, because the past shapes the future. And we think it's vital for people to have this information so they have a better shot at tomorrow. I don't think the mass of people perceived a need for this kind of information until it was available. It's like somebody said one time, well, why did you do this? How come nobody did it before? And my answer, it's a little facetious, I guess, but my answer is, how come nobody invented the safety pin before they did? Information Access Corporation is a company that indexes cover to cover the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Christian Science Monitor, 700 law journals, and 270 industry-specific magazines such as Agribusiness, Women's Wear Daily, Iron Age, Coal Age, Chemical Week, and the 370 most popularly read magazines, collects all of that information and sends it down the line so that it's online all over the world from Helsinki to Singapore by 8 o'clock tonight. The information gets entered by an indexer who has a master's degree in library science and has probably worked in a library on the reference desk or someplace in the library. So he or she is very familiar on the way people look for information.
You learning anything?
Yes, I enjoy it. Right now I'm learning about redecorating.
It's one of the most enjoyable things that I think I've ever done.
I'm a crossword puzzle fan, and I find lots of unusual words that I can put in.
Is it fun? No.
If you're in business and you use the information and your competitor doesn't, you have an edge. Every year, the use of this information has grown tenfold. It's like a snowball down a hill. Once we've already captured the information and put it in the computer, the other fellow has to go do that. And we've already got 4 years' worth. Some people think we're creating a gold mine for ourselves out of this, and I have to admit that it's very nice. I would describe myself as an entrepreneur and probably even more a professional salesman. And there really isn't anything wrong with being a professional salesman. A lot of people say, well, if there are 4 ladies sitting around a bridge table, so what does your husband do? Well, he's works for the Humane Society. He catches dogs. Oh, that's nice. And the other one is a school teacher. And what does your husband do? Well, he's a professional salesman. Oh, yeah? A lot of people take offense to that. But when you get right down to it, nothing happens till somebody buys or sells something. Nothing really happens in this world till somebody buys or sells something. And it isn't necessarily a commodity. It can be a service or whatever it happens to be. Nothing happens till somebody buys or sells something.
3 months ago, World Communications Industries swooped down into Sugar Falls and laid all this incredible state-of-the-art equipment on us. Cable TV, computers, fiber optics, interactive video discs. And, well, they said we could have it for free as long as we used it, and, well, we told them how we liked it.
How do you like it?
Oh, listen, it's fantastic. I mean, fantastic. You know, it makes work absolutely easy. I mean, I can work here at home. I can wear whatever I want. It's great. Ellen.
Oh, hi, Mr. Scott.
Well, what's up?
Not too much. Your meeting for tomorrow with Phil has been canceled. He's got to go out of town, so we'll try again for next week.
Oh, that's too bad. How's the little one coming along?
Okay.
Hey, he's really growing.
Or she.
Oh, of course. Well, anything else?
The boss wants to know what you're up to.
Oh, tell him I finished the project for George. Oh, and I got those articles I wanted.
Oh, I could have done that.
Oh, that's okay. Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Well, if anything comes up, let me know.
Sure. Talk to you later.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's a brand new world here. I mean, it's revolutionized the way I live, the way my kids live, the way my wife lives. My dog, I don't know about.
What's your favorite thing to do?
Well, I know I sound like a kid here. It's a game called Battle of Britain. It's one of these interactive war games, you know. Sugar Falls has been divided into two camps. The west side of town, they're the Nazis, you know, the Luftwaffe. And the right side of town, they're the RAF, Battle of Britain, you know. And as soon, I usually play the Nazi, but I don't know why. I always get cast as the heavy. But I'll tell you, if you shoot down a plane, you get a free movie, which I think is a pretty good deal. You know, my kid's the champ, city champ. He's better than I am. He really knows how to play these games. He knows computers. He understands computers. And if the terminal's down, you know, he fixes it. I love that phrase, down. We never had that. We used to, my day, it was when things were broken, you know. But, no, I just to get back to your original question, how do I like it? It's wonderful stuff. Wonderful.
Really?
Follow your breath as it rises and falls. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Listen, hon,
You are now in an alpha state.
you, want to fool around or something?
I can't. I'm in an alpha state.
Hey, you're in an alpha state.
You are no longer in an alpha state. Try to remain focused on the rhythm of your breath. Breathe in, breathe out.
Hey, Paul, how about a game of chess?
I can't right now. I gotta do my homework.
Oh, okay. Maybe later.
History and Economics, The Middle Ages, Unit 12.
A pavane for my lord.
My lord, humble servants.
Oh, show them in.
Good day, my lord. We bring you the fruits of our labor. Lord, we must have more grain for the winter. Our children cry, our men fall ill. Please, my lord.
Hey, you're not doing so bad. More grain? Minister! Yes, Minister, come right here, yes. How much grain do we have?
My lord, our granaries are only half filled.
Half full. Means 300 bushels. 300 bushels will pay off the Duke, feed my knights, for the castle, George. Hi, George.
What's up?
You up to Unit 12 in history?
Unit 12, 14.
Oh, typical. Look, what happens if I feed the serfs?
You're gonna want half your grain.
So?
Remember, you gotta feed your army, pay off the Duke and the Bishop.
But if I don't feed them, they might revolt.
So, you have your knights. Look, give them 40 bushels, tops. Half of them will die, but you'll still have enough left for spring planting.
Thanks a lot. See you later, okay? 40 bushels. Very interesting. Do they deserve it? 40 bushels. Okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy. 40 bushels. Okay, if you don't stop complaining, you get 30 bushels. Like, okay, 20 bushels. What are you doing in my room? Homework. My terminal's down.
What? What is this?
It's my history homework.
Look, go torture peasants in your own room.
Leave me alone. I'm learning economics. Mom! Oh, Mom!
I think certainly one generation worrying about the next and how it's inevitably going to hell is a fundamental human quality. It seems to me it's been going on for generation after generation. But I think the pace is picking up and the magnitude of the differences are greater and greater. You know, my father installed the first light bulb in his village in Hungary. And when he died, he was designing the most advanced computers in the world. That was one man's life over 50 years. And that was a 50-year process. Now, in the space of 20 years, we will have gone from color television to video discs and satellite broadcasting and cable. We will have transformed the nature of the media within a space of less than 2 decades. The rate of change is picking up, and the magnitudes of the change are growing. As a result, I think the gaps become greater and greater. And I think this next generation could be one that is even greater than any in the past, simply because of the new media. That is, that their consciousness from earliest childhood is going to be so very different.
Paul, dinner. Not now, Mom. I'm doing my homework.
Jessica, honey, dinner.
No, I'm not hungry now, Ma. I'll get something later.
Well, honey, looks like we're in for a romantic dinner for two.
Welcome to Clear Thinking, a program designed to help the user formulate specific ideas and concepts based on user input. The program is basically self-explanatory, but if you have any questions now or during the program, just ask for help. Try to speak clearly in a normal tone of voice, and feel free to say whatever enters your mind. What would you like to discuss?
Oh, I don't know. I just know I'm upset.
Describe in 1 or 2 words what "I'm upset" brings to mind.
I'm upset about all this stuff in my house.
Can you define stuff in my house?
All the computers.
So, you're upset about all the computers.
Yes.
Describe in detail what "upset about all the computers" brings to mind.
I don't know what's happening. I feel like I am losing control of my family, that I'm not in charge anymore. They don't come to dinner. God knows who they're with, and... Not used to my husband at home all the time.
Describe in detail how.
I'm not finished. It scares me. They spend all their time at those things, and I don't know what they're doing or what it's doing to them. So I get strict and parenty, and I'm frustrated.
Frustrated is a key word. Would you like to comment?
Well, I think I should be doing something, but I don't know what to do. You see, if I could figure out all...
Now, look over what you've said and pick out the key phrases which describe upset about all the computers. Prioritize these phrases in a vertical order, from the most important on the top to the least important on the bottom.
I'm losing control. What it's doing to them. I'm frustrated. What I should do, and they don't come to dinner.
How does what it's doing to them generate or imply frustrated?
Well, I think there are other things they should know. Values, respect for other people, compassion, but they won't listen to me. I mean, what can a computer teach them about respect, about love?
Love is a key word. Would you like to comment?
It means never having to say you're sorry.
How does never having to say you're sorry generate or imply they don't come to dinner?
Strike that, Okay, next.
Look back over what you have said and describe your subjective feelings upset about all the computers.
Subjective feelings. I'm confused, frustrated. I feel left out and taken for granted. I'm mad. And I feel intimidated.
Outline how you would like to react to upset about all the computers and what active steps you could take to alleviate the problem.
Well, I'd like to feel more in control again. And I'd like to spend more time with my kids so I could learn what they're doing and I could understand it all. And I'd like to stop talking to the computer now.
Stop is a key word. Would you like to comment?
Yes.
Imagining the future, I think, is one of the most important forces for creating the future, undoubtedly. Part of what happens in the future is a function of just the random events of history, the accidents of time, if you will. Part of it is the momentum of history, that is what the past has, the legacy of the past has given us. Over that we have very little control. But to the extent that we aspire toward anything, to the extent that our own actions influence what is likely to come, and that's a great deal of what happens, then what we imagine matters a great deal. If we imagine dark days ahead, our actions will be to protect ourselves, to survive, to take care of our own, not to worry about our neighbors, not to worry about the country, and to that extent, we will help create those dark days. To the extent, on the other hand, that we imagine that what we do matters, that what we do influences the future, that there are creative possibilities, and we invest our own energies in those, whether we're corporations or individuals, then to that extent we help create that future. We don't guarantee it, we don't control it, we don't make it happen. We influence it. And we do have a considerable influence over the future.
So, where was the flower? You said you were going to wear it.
I bought it. I just thought it looked dumb. Who wears a red carnation at McDonald's? But you were easy to spot, staring at the door with a French fry hanging out of your mouth.
I was not.
Yes, you were.
Why not? Would you just cut it out? Why don't you just put on the new program?
Okay.
It's even better when you're wrecked.